From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready! Then you're wet!
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Draw play, ETN. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Hey, exit!
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Alpha!
On 3rd down, Lawrence escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
One of the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Off play action. Bradley. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. Bradley. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake. Bradley. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Rock it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, stand up.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the note.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal? In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing after the interception. Bradley. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Bradley. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this out past the 25.
18 value. 18 value. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warriors 70.
Throwing on first down. Bradley. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go!
They go play action here on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get this wheel past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Rig alert, rig alert. Lions.
Off play action. Bradley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
Off the play fake. Bradley. He's going to let it go again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready, go.
Off play action. Bradley. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
On the set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, ETN.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hey, point 7. Bravo. Hey, 2.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Down.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here we go, here we go. Ball. Hey, let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked by Chad Moore. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence will throw.
And it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On play action, Lawrence.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Off the play fake, Bradley. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
To throw again, Bradley. Going for the deep ball. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Operating from the gun, Bradley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, stand up.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Boye Mafe
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, Bradley.
Going right back to Fant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Here's a 2nd and 7.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Check smash, check smash. 19 tight, 19 tight.
There's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
After right down the middle, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's a give to ETN.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Go. Keep that bomber. Hey, Delta. Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
Here's Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
A handoff for ETN.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Hey, stand up! Hey, keep still!
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hey, stop.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Off play action. Bradley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
18 Rattler. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throwing on third and long. Bradley going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go now. Hey, lock it. Let's go.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Jacksonville, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And